Good evening, YouTube. This is Kayleen Stern coming at you with my regular Sunday night live dinner. And as I wait for people to drop in, I'll probably be repeating myself as people drop in. But what I have here is a Russian IRP single meal. Actually, I had this upside down for the thumbnail, but this is menu 7. I got this from foreignemery.com. And this is one of those that got rated by customs, but a different main actually got put back in it. So when I bought this from Foreign Emery, sorry about that, my amount is a little shaky, but I bought it as a full complete meal because they had slipped replacement main in there. And then I have added a couple other things in here for a little experiment. And one of these is not Russian, but that's okay. And I'm going to bring out one more Russian or non-Russian item. But anyway, sorry about that. As I was saying, as I got kicked off, the main that is in here is a beef tushonka, which is a stewed beef. But the original main, I think, was supposed to be a beef kasha. But as you can see, the seal or the tear notch has not been opened. The ziplock has not been opened. Yeah, exploring. Thanks for dropping in. And so when customs rated this, they just slid it like that. So Smitty is here. Thanks for dropping in. But I have a pot of boiling water on the stove. It's probably getting up to a boil now. And I have my coffee maker ready to go to heat up the water for the hot drink. So this is the box that Ration comes in. And I recently watched another review of this same ration type, although that person had a menu 5 and I have menu 7. The same thing again. So off the top is the fuel tablets, but no matches. So of course I will not be using these, but I hold on to these because you never know when these can come in handy. AM is here. Thanks for dropping in. I have, this is a vegetable caviar. I can tell that because if it was cheese, it would be, it would not be, make noise when I shake it. So that's vegetable caviar. I'm actually going to put the box over here, so I'll slide this tray just slightly. Got 2 packs of, I think these are just plain white crackers. And this is the main that was replaced. It is originally from Lithuania, but it has English on it. So this is the stewed beef. And they're showing it here on top of something else, but I believe this is only beef. So it's a pretty healthy portion, 240 grams. I also have a big old packet of sugar. So this amount of sugar would be enough for maybe 3 cups of the tea, so I'm not even going to use this sugar. I have my favorite Russian apple butter to go with the crackers. And here is the typical Russian tea. This is really... Oh, sorry, I'll show the tea again. I just got cut off. Sorry about that. I don't know why something wants to keep kicking me off. I might have to do something that I have seen another YouTuber do and not even put titles on their live streams, just live streaming the date. So, Dub C is in the house. Thanks for dropping in. This is a Russian tea bag. And I just showed this 20-gram pack of sugar. Maybe a third of this would be enough to sweeten the tea to my liking. So the Russian twin wipes, one for utensils or dishes, the other one for your hands, but I think they could both be for hands. Then there is a spoon, but I will not be using that because I have the foreignemery.com titanium sport. And sorry, I got cut off again. I'm getting tired of this. I have salt and pepper and a single water purification tablet. Always good thing to have. So I put these in various emergency kits. So very handy thing to have, even for a city slicker like me. And a single thin napkin. And the rest is just papers that, that probably inspectors put in there. The usual crap. So that is all that is in the box. So now I'm going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this off, this paper label. I'll just chuck it in a box. And I'll put this in my pot of boiling water. And I'm going to turn on the coffee pot to heat up the water for the tea. And then I will come back and I'll have something else and I'll show you what else I'm going to do just for the heck of it, just to be different. So I'll be right back. I am back, and my tea bag decided to jump on the floor. But anyway, now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do as a little experiment. In my new drinking jar, to replace the one that I busted because I did too many hot drinks in it, what I have is a little something that's going to be different. I have the British Beyond the Beaten Track cola flavored drink, and normally you mix these drinks with just plain water. Well, I happen to have a bottle of carbonated or sparkling water. Because this ration did not come with a cold drink, I'm going to make one. I'm going to mix this with that carbonated water to see how it works. I've been wanting to do this for a while since I got several of these cola drink powders. Oops, sorry, I keep bumping them out. I put something under it to try to make it a little more stable, but CR is in the house. Creative Redundancy. Thanks for dropping in. A little fizzy, but Sorry about that, got kicked off again. For those that have just dropped in, I have Russian IRP single meal menu 7. And I'm doing an experiment. Prepford is in the house. Thanks for dropping in. I did not get a cold drink in this ration, so I decided to grab one of my British cola drinks and mix it with some... Sorry about that. I keep getting kicked off. I hope this does not dissuade you from staying on. Well, that's what I'm going to find out, Smitty. I am going to see what this does. See if it mixes any better. It does not look like a cola. As you can see, it looks closer to a cream soda color. As you can see, it did foam up quite a bit. I'll probably have to keep stirring this because these normally call for 500 mils of water, which is the size of the British Crusader canteen cup that the soldiers over there are normally issued. I'll just leave that go for now. I have this pretty good sized bottle, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more water to it. Now the water for my coffee is done, so I'm going to go get that and I'll be right back. My tea, sorry about that. Actually, before I get the water for the tea, I'm going to go ahead and put the tea bag in the cup. And I have the other thing that I'm going to have a little fun with. This is a Russian sweetened condensed milk that I got from the last mystery box that I also bought from Foreign MRE. I bought it at the same time that I got this Russian ration in the same order. And this works best if you squeeze it in before you put your water in. It mixes better that way. So now I'll go get the hot water and I'll be right back. Tag kind of got in there, fell off, but that's okay. I will leave that to steep. I'll get rid of this. Just gonna check the chat to see anyone else dropped in that I missed. Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh, it looks like I'm all caught up. So as I wait for the rest, or my main to finish boiling, go ahead and try to open this little thing up. There we go. This is a newer version of the Russian caviar. Giving you a close-up of it. It almost looks like an orange squash, maybe butternut, or some kind of squash like that. I'm going to open up a package of these crackers. I may not use both packs. I'm just going to open one for now. But I'll keep the other pack on standby because I do have the apple butter. Southern is in the house. Thanks for dropping in. I'm just giving a Russian single meal menu, but the customs Ration.com happened to get a hold of the Lithuanian main that they had and stuck that in the box instead. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze some of this apple butter on crackers. Several videos ago, I did a comparison of apple butter with another Russian apple butter, and because those are the two that I had, and this one is my favorite of those two. I'll just kind of keep that back there. But some probably use these crackers to dip into this veggie caviar. Then here in my foreignamory.com mug, I have the Russian tea, but instead of using opening up 20-gram pack of sugar for just 1 cup, which would be way too much, I decided to use some like a white tea, and then cold drink. What I did, I may have to go get more of that water to fill this. But this is a British cola drink mixed with carbonated water. In fact, I'll go get some more of that right now since it's settled and put some more water in there. I put this water back in the fridge to keep it cold. So I'm just going to pour a little bit more in here. Now it won't be so foamy. Oops, I got a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. I'll take care of that right now. I'll just put that right back there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get the main because it should be done. Actually, I'm gonna check chat first, see if there's anything new or anyone else drop in. It doesn't look like it. Hope you're all enjoying this. Is there? What's that? Am I froze? I thought I froze for a second, but I seem to be doing good right now. So I'll be right back with the main. Okay, I'm sorry about that. As I was drying this off, I got kicked off again. But well, the paper label survived the boil. Oh, that was a nice pop on that thing. There's going to be a lot of juices in here. Because this stewed beef is very much like how the Russians did it. Pop this thing out. Break it up. Look at this broth that is in here. Lynn and Seth Adventures, thanks for dropping in. For those that have just come in, I have a Russian single meal IRP menu 7. And it got raided by customs, but the awesome people, Art and Nina of foreignamory.com, they happen to have a on hand, so they stuck that in the pack. And then I decided to have a little extra fun by adding a couple of things to this ration. This ration did not come with a cold drink mix, so I got one of my British cola drinks and I mixed it with some carbonated water. Now it's gotten darker, it looks closer to a cola, but it looks more like a tea. And then instead of using the whole 20-gram pack of sugar, this ration comes with for a single serving of tea, I went and got my Russian sweetened milk that I got in a mystery box that I bought from foreignMRE.com when I bought this ration, and I mixed that in there so I can save this and put it into, say, like a camping brew kit, and save it for that because I could use this throughout the day. This 20 grams would last me like 3 single serving hot drinks. And although this ration came with this solid tablets for the little folding stove, it did not come with matches. So I'm going to see who else came in here. No, I'm just checking the chat. I'm going to go ahead and take a taste of this Lithuanian version of Tushanka. Yep, that's right, CR. Give a close-up look at that. This actually has a little bit more of a fat content, so it's very moist. It's definitely heavily processed, but it's got good seasoning. I'm not going to have to add any salt or pepper. It's just it's not as chunky as the other Russian Tushankas I've had, but this is still very good. This is a newer version of the Russian veggie caviar. It looks like it's a squash based, so I'm going to go ahead and taste it by itself. I did not heat this. You usually do not heat these. It's got the consistency of a grainy baby food, like most of these do. But it does taste heavily of a squash instead of the usual eggplant or zucchini based veggie caviars that I've had. I actually like it. So it does look very orange. Again, what some probably would do is take, since you get 2 packs of crackers, probably take one of these crackers and dip it in there. It does look like a canned cheese, but darker than any of the canned cheeses that I've seen before. But yeah, it's these crackers do not have a whole lot of flavor in themselves, so they'll take on the flavor of whatever you dip it in or put on it. I'm going to take a taste of this tea that I put the sweetened condensed milk in. This is the typical way of British tea. I still have the tea bag in it. I haven't pulled the tea bag out, which I'll do right now. And then get rid of that. There. It's been in there long enough. Now this is Russian apple butter that most ration reviewers just go bonkers for. When you get it, sometimes it might get a little funky if it's been around too long, but and here's the packet. has a picture of an apple, so you don't have to understand Russian to know that it's an apple flavored something. But this is my favorite ration jam or jelly. It's sweet, but not too sweet. Dan is in the house. Thanks for dropping in. A lot of new faces I'm seeing tonight, so that's pretty darn cool. So, again, if you're just joining me, I have a Russian single meal ration with the Lithuanian main that was substituted by the awesome people at foreignmre.com because the original Russian main got filched by customs. Those dirty thieves. But they happen to have this Lithuanian main and threw it in the ration that I bought. So that's pretty cool. This is tushonka or stewed beef. This one is has a higher fat content than the other Russian tushonkas I've had. But the flavor is all there. It needs no extra seasoning. I mean, it has a ground beef, but with the extra fat left in. But a lot of the broth and, but still, it's very good. It's not dry at all. It's quite moist. This stuff would be good mixed with, say, noodles and vegetables. If I had another one of these, I might experiment with that. Maybe, in my box of goodies that I got from Foreign Amory that had some of these other things in there, I have a British rice, just a plain rice. So if I get another one of these tushonkas, which I've had seen on eBay, then I could put that over that rice and make a nice dish out of it. So all these rations and remnants that I got are going to be combined with other items that I'll pick up myself, individually and throw in there to do ration mashups. So I'll do another series of those. Plus I have those XMREs that All Right Eeyore sent me. He sent me a couple of single meal halal ones and a couple of single meal kosher ones. And then 24-hour halal XMRE. So I've been looking at those online and on eBay, and they want a crap ton of money for just one 24-hour XMRE halal ration. So Floon, I don't know what that is. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, mashing up food. Last year I did a series of ration mashups, and I'm going to do that again. I'm going to go ahead and take a taste of my carbonated cola drink. The flavor is not altered all that much. There you go, CR. That didn't alter the flavor that much, but it gives it a little bit more of the cola type. Well, it's not quite there as far as the cola flavor from, say, if you get a can or bottle of Coke or Pepsi or RC or, generic store brand cola. It's not quite there, but I think adding the carbonated water just adds a little something. By the way, if you're seeing that little thing right there, that's part of my phone mount. And the way I got everything positioned here, it's the best position for this thing. And so that's what I use, because I use a phone to do all my video shooting for now. Because I don't have a way of using another camera to live stream. You know, I don't have any cameras that are Wi-Fi capable. And I can't use a tripod because then I would have to have another device to read the chat, and I would be looking away, and I tried that before. It just gets a little cumbersome, so I don't even bother with that anymore. But so far this is working out. I like dipping these crackers in this squash. Now these, as you can tell, these are a thicker cracker. They're thicker than their US crackers. And although they're not salted, they do have just a tad bit more flavor to me. And this Russian apple butter, I'm just going to put a little bit more right there. If you can get a hold of this stuff, sometimes you might be able to get this stuff, or Foreign Marie has a new set of the mystery boxes with components from Russian, Spanish, and British rations where the mains have been filled by customs. So they just throw all the rest of the stuff randomly in boxes and put them up. And those boxes are so much fun to get. They're almost more fun to get than just the regular complete ration, because it's a surprise. You know, I've gotten I got spoons and napkins and wipes and which, because I'm a prepper, I save these things because I want to be prepared in case I need to use these. If I lose power, or I am somewhere and I need to boil water, I got something like this to do that with. So having a good stash of these is good. Plus, I take these camping. I don't have them in my pack now because I've been using my my gas stove in addition to open fire cooking. But oh yeah, these you would have to use a match, or these are not the kind that have the strikeable stuff on one little part of it like some do. But you just fold this little thing up, or if you can find something else to put it in that's a little bit more solid than this, because this thing would only last maybe three to four uses, and then it would be toast. But if you get the Spanish or French ones, they are made of a thicker steel, and they can stand up to more use before they would crap out. So anyway, I keep these wrapped up, so that way I have a supply of these in case I need them. just for the heck of it, oops, I'm going to put a little bit of this on a cracker. And because it's getting colder, the fat in this is starting to solidify, but that's okay. So I'm just going to put this on a cracker just for the heck of it, just because I can. That actually tastes pretty good like that. Putting it on a cracker. Gotta have a drink. But yeah, when you get 2 packs of these crackers, you got enough to play with. I have several more packs of these in my mashup box. I actually have 2 boxes going because when I got the latest mystery box, I thought, oh boy, that's going to be it's going to be a lot more stuff than I can fit in this box. So I split it all up into content type. I put the mains and desserts in one box, and drinks and snacks in the other. So that's how I got that split up. But I'm also going to try to find a few things locally that I could incorporate that might not necessarily be something you'd find in a ration, but just something that's a little different that might make for some interesting meals. That's all right. You keep getting cut off because for a while at the beginning I was getting kicked all the time, so it could be connection. We are having snow right now here in Des Moines, and that was predicted. We got about 3 inches Friday afternoon. In fact, when I came home from the mosque after finishing up my cleaning from the lunch that we serve after the Friday prayer, it was a blizzard. So one of the guys who was still there he actually gave me a ride home instead of me having to go outside and wait for a bus, which I could have done, but he gave me a ride home, and that was very nice of him. So when you don't drive, you can find some reliable people to give you rides to different places or get rides home. But it was hard for because his windows were iced over, but yeah, it worked out. And I've gotten rides from other people, and when I do family things, one of my sisters has to come pick me up. But last Saturday was a dinner with a beef prime rib roast. Although this is very, very good. That beef roast that we had with real mashed potatoes and real gravy, that stuff was a bomb. And we ate it also. I had no leftovers to bring home. But yeah, that was very, very good. But because of the storm we had Friday night and into Saturday morning, there's supposed to be an event at the mosque, including a dinner, so that got canceled. So I just spent the day at home yesterday with my cat. Didn't even really celebrate my birthday, even though my birthday was yesterday. That's okay. I got birthday wishes on Facebook. I do like that Russian tea. Normally I drink it just black with a little bit of sugar in it, but I wanted to try putting that sweet condensed milk in it. And yeah, that worked. Yep, I was supposed to have a birthday cake yesterday, but because that event got canceled, no birthday cake, but that's okay. I don't mind. I haven't actively celebrated my birthday for quite a few years anyway. Yep, I'm 54. I'm still a young pup. Sorry, I can't help myself. I just have to finish this off. I'd love to get some more of this. And do a little experiment with it. As far as next Sunday, I'm either thinking I'm going to go ahead and start doing a mashup, or I might get into one of the XMREs that All Right Eeyore sent me. I thought it was kind of odd. What's this Battle Box? Battle Box is one of those gear subscription services. I thought, who's sending me a Battle Box? I didn't order that. The company never contacted me. Well, it turns out I looked at the name on it. Holy crap, he's just recycling that box. So he used a Battle Box, the box itself, to ship those rations to me, and so I thought, wow. But yeah, those XMREs, I'm looking forward to trying those. And he did not want anything in return. And so far, I haven't been, I haven't done trades with any other reviewers other than with Sticky Fingers 745. I sent him a Polish mess kit to add to his mess kit collection. And he sent me one of those heater meals, an older one, which had some issues. And if you find the heater meals video, you'll see what happened to that one. But I did salvage some of it. But yeah, he sent me one of those heater meals, and I think those are still available. Like I can probably get them on Amazon or eBay, but I think I'm going to be going for more of the My Own meals. I actually have another full set of the ones that CT sent me in a case of 12, but there are only 4 main flavors because there are 3 of each. So I reviewed 4 of those, one of each flavor. Then I ate another set of them just for lunch or dinner. And then I have another set of those 4. But I'm going to try to get some more of those. Plus, I'll just be on the lookout for other cool goodies. I'm going for more of this apple butter. I'll probably just use my spoon of my spork to finish that off instead of dipping the crackers. As I'm munching away, is there anything else you want to ask, or if you want me to show you the XMREs, I can do that because I just happen to have them a few feet away from my table. One of the bags did get cut open. I'm not sure how that happened, but I was very careful when I cut the box. Yeah, okay, I will, I'll get those. I'm just going to put the box on the floor and just pull the bags up. So here is a kosher New Orleans gumbo with chicken. Here we have another kosher hickory smoked beef in, come on, focus, you idiot. Brown rice and mushrooms, lentils, and vegetables. My phone's not wanting to focus. Sorry about that. Here is a halal lentil stew with lamb. I've had another version of this, and I'm looking forward to trying it. Here is the breakfast menu. It's maple brown sugar oatmeal, and it's marked halal. There's no meat products in here, so I don't know why they even bother with that. Anyway. Then this one is a 24-hour halal ration, menu 3. And on the back, you can see the 2 of the mains. See that one's beef stew. I have to flip it over. Pasta fagioli. So an Italian style dish. I've never had a fagioli before, so it'll be interesting to try that. And I think the other one is probably a breakfast. Oh yeah, the USMRE beef stew. That is actually one I have not had. I've had other actually I had a halal beef stew, And mil-spec halal MREs do not come with coffee or any hot drink, but they do put in salt and pepper, which is good. James Ortiz is in the house. Thanks for dropping in. Here was the Lithuanian tushonka. Yeah. Yeah, I would get the pizza one, but because it's made with pork, I do not eat pork since I am a Muslim. But I do have 2 pizza servings that came in one, that Nene ration that MRA Nation did as a fundraiser to help a Ration community member get out of a jam. And I ate everything, or mostly everything in that one, except some of the duplicates. There are 2 pizzas in there, so I have those. And I will be giving those away somehow. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. But I thought about maybe trying to sell them, but I thought, nah, I'm not going to do that. I think I would rather just give them away to someone. G Schultz, speaking of the pizzas, he did a video where he actually heated 4 different MRE pizzas. Each slice was heated in a different manner. Actually, I think he heated 3 of them and left the other one unheated. So he ate that one, or tasted that one cold. Yep, actually, plus I have a meal cold weather turkey tetrazzini. I reviewed that one once before, so I have a duplicate of that. I got that in an ammo can gift set that I got from Foreign Emery last year. So that one will be a giveaway item. I just haven't figured out how I'm going to do that yet. But I'm not sure if I'm going to throw them in together or if I'm going to do those as separate giveaways or what. But I am going to figure that out one of these days. And there will be some other goodies in that box. So. But again, for anyone who just came in, I was showing the XMREs that All Right Eeyore sent me. And again, I looked at these 24-hour rations on eBay. That's where I've seen these, and I want quite a bit of money for just one of these. So I would probably get a slightly better deal if I bought a case of 6, or I can get a case of 12 single meals. I think they're going for like $160, $170, but I also want to get, eventually I have to get one of those, and I want to get a full case of the koshers, because XMRE does that. And but yeah, I am looking forward to trying these. And somehow this bag got messed up. I'm not sure if it happened during transport or if someone tried to raid it or what, but it looks like everything is there. I have kind of feeled around inside there, and everything seems to be intact. So I think it's just shipping damage or something like that, but I may or may not review the breakfast one since it's just oatmeal. Although I might. I mean, sometimes I do have a breakfast for supper. Yeah, I've done that before. I did that when I did the Australian ration, and I made 4 meals out of that because CR1M is so much food. Oops, sorry about that. Keep bumping this thing. One of these days I'm going to have to find something that's a little bit more stable. But as long as I don't bump it, it's good. I'm just eating the rest of this straight out of the little tin. Yep, this is, I'm pretty sure, warmed up a little bit. This would probably be very good. This could probably be used as a topping on another dish. But yeah, this squash is really good. I think I like it better than the others. I've had both the zucchini and the eggplant veggie caviars, but I think this squash one beats them. I got all I'm going to get out of that. Just going to check the chat. Just checking to see if there's anything new. But I did see a message that was deleted. I looked at it. That message did not sound bad. It actually is true. Halal rations are rare to find. You know, I got one certified halal French RCIR. That was absolutely killer good. I got halal British rations. I got a 12 and 24-hour version of the same one. And, Jerry's Wood Shop and Outdoors. I think first time I've seen you in here. Too bad I only have apple butter and crackers left because I ate everything else. I still have my tea and the British cola drink, which I mixed with some carbonated water just for the heck of it. This ration did not come with a cold drink. It's almost a Diet Cola type taste. It's not quite there. It's not as sweet, but yeah, that's an okay drink. So what I had was a Russian single meal ration that customs rated and took the main entree out, which was supposed to be, I think, a beef kasha or beef with rice or barley or buckwheat, one of those. But foreignemery.com, Art and Nina had a Lithuanian stewed beef, also known as Tashanka. They had one of those. They stuck that in a box, and I ordered the Russian ration, and so I got that particular one, and so that's what I got, and that was very, very good. Very fatty, but very good. So I would buy that again. Of course, one of the best parts about this Russian butter, it's my favorite fruit out of any ration. Yeah, I have a few more of these Russian apple butters, two different brands or packet styles. I'm not sure if it's different brands or just the same company that does this, but just packages them different. But But I did a video a while back where I compared this one and a different version of it. And this one, to me, has a better taste. And I used what's known as pilot crackers for that one. And in my box of mixed up goodies, I have a full box of the French Army biscuits, the 3 flavors, chocolate, salted, and cereal. And then there's a pack of British chocolate biscuits or chocolate crackers that appear to be very similar to the French ones. So I'm going to do a comparison video on those by itself. So that's interesting. So I'll probably do that like a midweek thing. I have some Russian cold drink mixes. I probably could have got those out, but I wanted to experiment with mixing a British cola flavored drink with some carbonated water. And so that's what I got in here because this ration didn't come with a cold drink mix. And I also find it odd that you get one of these sets of fuel tablets but no matches for them. But I got plenty of matches, so I'll just store these with all the rest of them that I have. I don't have a whole lot of this left, so I think I'm going to save this pack of crackers and put them in the box with all the other ones. Even though I have quite a few packs of crackers in there, but I think I'm just going to save those for a later video. Maybe I'll do... I have some different peanut butters. I might do a comparison video of the different ration peanut butters that I have. A British smooth peanut butter, I have Canadian peanut butter, and I have the American peanut butter. So I might do a comparison with those. And probably use a pack of these crackers since they're pretty much a neutral flavor. See, these are a thicker cracker than the crackers that you'll get in a USMRE. They're about as thick as those pilot crackers, those round ones. You can actually get a can of those from Mountain House. I'm not sure how many of those come in a can, but a number 10 can you can get full of those pilot crackers. And in fact, there are pilot crackers in here in this breakfast ration. So when I do open this up, I'll pull those out, and I might not review this ration in the normal way. I may strip it and then do some comparisons of some of the items. So like the pilot crackers with the standard square crackers and maybe these, or I don't know. But then again, I may do this as a regular review. Just have breakfast or dinner because, I usually do these on Sunday nights, since that seems to be the best night to do that because, I'm not cutting in on any action from other reviewers. Old Smokey does his on Saturdays, and I'm in there before I go into just-in-time prepping Saturday night stream. unless I'm otherwise occupied, like I was last Saturday when I was having a roast beef with my sisters and my mom. And unfortunately, we ate it all. I have none left to bring home. But that's okay. It was good. But yeah, I may be doing something like that. And I'll be doing ration mashups, but I haven't decided yet if I'm going to get into the XMREs or go ahead and do a mashup. So I'll figure that out before next weekend. And since I'm saving these, I'd say my dinner is done except for my drinks. So if there's anything else you want to talk about or ask, go ahead and put it in the chat. Oh, speaking of foreign MRE, look who is in the house. I just finished off this one, and I decided to have a little fun. That cola drink that was in that mystery box, here it is, but I mixed it with some carbonated water. Since this ration didn't have a cold drink, I decided to have a little fun with that. And it's not quite, I mean, it doesn't have that full cola flavor. And also, instead of using this 20-gram pack of sugar for a single serving of tea, I got that Russian sweetened condensed milk and put that in there. So that's why the tea is light. So I squeezed some of that in there. And so the sugar will get saved for another day. And that Lithuanian stewed beef, that had awesome flavor. I did not need the salt or pepper, so I'll save these. These go into my seasoning pack that I save for, say, like camping. I can put these in my camping food bag, but I hold on to these things. And so the same with that sugar. I'll hold on to that, and I'll add these crackers to my box of mixed goodies, and I'll do something with these. But yeah, for those that seen what Art did, he did a super chat. If you've never seen that before, that is where someone can literally kick me a little coin. So I use that money specifically for the channel. I'll either buy a piece of gear to test, or I got a camera and a new tripod to replace my smaller tripod that busted during the a YouTuber meetup in May of 17. So that tripod busted, and well, that was a cheap piece of crap thing, but I upgraded to a much heavier duty one, and I took that on, the October meetup a few months ago, and that worked out really well. It's actually taller, and I ordered a GoPro style mount that I can put on it for when I start shooting with that action camera that's like a GoPro knockoff. But I haven't started shooting with that because I still need to get my home internet restarted. I just haven't done that because there have been some issues with that. So I've just been using my hotspot for my live streaming and watching videos. But maybe the next time I get a Google payment, I'll use that to hopefully get my home internet restarted. But we'll just see what happens when that comes. But then the last time I got it, I bought a pack to use my bug out bag because I didn't have a proper pack for that, and I didn't want to have my camping pack as my bug out bag and still have to keep swapping gear out for camping trips. So anyway, that's what I used that for. And probably Art, before you came in, I showed the XMREs that All Right Eeyore sent me. So there's kosher ones, there is halal ones, got single meals. I got 2 kosher single meals, I got 3 halal single meals, and a halal 24-hour XMRE. So those will get me definitely into February, plus the ration mashups that I'm going to be doing with the goodies I've collected so far, and will continue to collect to add to those. So I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do an XMRE next week, or start pulling random stuff out of my, I'll call them my mashup boxes, because I had to split them into 2 boxes. And that the Amory Nation contest ration that I bought, I decided to go ahead and just split that, and I got mains for that in those boxes, so I'll be able to use those to put meals together with some of the other stuff. And I got something in my kitchen that I think I'm going to throw in too. That is not a ration component, but I think it'll work. But we'll see what happens to that. Plus, I'm going to just find some other stuff to put together just to make unique, interesting meals. I hope they'll be interesting. I'm not sure. I might have to do that, but because I don't have home internet, I don't know if I can do that. If it was a timeout, then that timeout lasts for 300 seconds, and so that will just automatically end on its own. And speaking of timeouts, I actually let a new moderator put me in timeout for practice, and then I reported back once the timeout ended what happened, what I was able to do and what I was not able to do, just so that this new moderator could see how it works. And so, yeah, I let myself be put in timeout, yeah, as kind of a practice thing. So that's, and of course I'm willing to do that again, because that's just how I am. If someone wants to practice, say, just kicking someone out, but not banning them, because I don't want to be banned. But if a moderator just needs practice with a feature like timeout or something like that, I'd be willing to let that happen, just as a practice thing. And I think I did that once to show how it works on someone's stream. I put someone in timeout as a practice, just to show how that works. And then that person was, when that timeout ended, that person was able to resume chatting. So that was an agreed upon thing, that I just didn't do that on the sly. But I'm not sure about after someone has been hidden. I'm not sure if that is permanent or if that is only for the duration of the specific stream. So maybe next time if that person comes back, might be able to rejoin without any problems. So and if that being hidden was done by accident, I do apologize, because accidents happen. Sometimes mod will put the wrong person in timeout or do the wrong action, boot someone by accident, or sometimes there could be a system burp and something like that happens. Yeah, weird stuff happens. Just like, you gain subscribers, but your subscriber count goes down. Or your watch time might get cut for some reason, or, that video could get demonetized for something stupid like, when I had a weather video get demonetized, which I appealed and got that back, and a video of my cat got demonetized, which I appealed and got that back. I thought that was stupid that a cat video would get demonetized because she was eating a treat that a viewer sent and playing with a toy that the viewer sent. That will have to be fixed. Let's see. I'm not sure if I can do that here. Oh, yes, I can. Okay, this is going to be a test. Okay, prep for it. Check your screen in a few seconds and see what happens. You should see a change now. So if you type something in the chat, you should see the change, and you should see your name turn blue. I don't know if there's a bit of a delay, but I gave it a shot anyway, so. I hope that's working. I'm just kind of moving my fingers in front of my phone just to make sure that I'm not froze. But I hope you can see the change. I wasn't sure if I could do that from my phone, but I just gave it a shot, so hopefully that worked. But in fact, I think I might I'm going to do it again on someone else. Well, I just did it again, but since my chat is not refreshing itself, I don't know if that action took. So I'm hoping that it did. So is there anything else anyone wants to chat about? If you do, put it in the chat. Hopefully I will see it, unless I'm having issues with it and something's not working right. Oh, there we go. Yep, there we go. Yep, I see foreign MRE. Yep, that worked. So for prep for it, you should see your name in blue with a little wrench. Yep, there you. Oh, I see it. Or no, I tried it. I got a brief message on my screen that said that prep for it is now a moderator. So I'm hoping that it worked. So, of course, I went ahead and decided to modify art. It's good to have a number of moderators. That way, if some are not able to be there, others are and can handle the trash, so to speak. I'll just leave it at that. But at least I saw James's chat post. So if Prep Ford is not able to chat for some reason, I apologize for that. I don't know if there's a system burp going on, but at least I tried to modify you. Maybe I need a wrench color other than blue, but only blue is available. If there's nothing else, I'm probably going to go ahead and shut this one down. I've been on over almost an hour and a half, which these things usually are, unless I don't have a whole lot to talk about, or I don't have a whole lot of stuff to go through in one of these streams. But yeah. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and call this one done. And so look for my community tab post for my next review. Again, I am not sure if I'm going to do a mashup or if I'm going to get into one of these XMREs. But stay tuned for that. And whatever else I come up with in the meantime, thanks for watching and catch you on the flip side.